Come in, citizen.
On se retrouve enfin face à Doc.
Martin McFly, age 18, resident of Sector L, Father George, Mother Lorraine, president of the Junior Brown Brigade, recipient of a full-ride scholarship to Strickland College, winner of the Courthouse Challenge to Portland Award, 0 demerits until this morning. The obvious question, Mr. McFly, is... what happened to you?
Ah, on se retrouve et nous sommes enfin devant le Doc. Ça faisait si longtemps qu'on avait envie de le retrouver dans cet espace-temps qu'on avait fini par croire qu'on ne le rencontrerait jamais. Mais ça y est, on y est et on commence ce nouvel épisode sur les chapeaux de roue. Alors qu'est-ce qu'il vous est arrivé? Vous ne ressemblez pas du tout au Doc que l'on connaît.
Jesus Christ, Doc, what happened to you?
Doc. Interesting. You regard me as a doctor, indicating awareness that you're suffering from some variety of mental disorder. That's a hopeful sign, Martin. Of course, I'm not actually a doctor, but I do have the tools to turn you around and put you back on the road to societal normalization. Shall we begin with a few questions to establish a baseline?
Ce qui est marrant, c'est que dans cet espace-temps, il a perdu ses cheveux. Alors que dans le film, il était très content d'avoir encore ses cheveux.
Whatever. Let's get through this nonsense so I can set you straight.
You'll set me straight? Explain.
This whole crazy world you've created, it's totally mental. There's all these stupid rules and everybody's acting all weird. My dad's turned into this creepy snoop. Mom's completely pathetic, and Jennifer's kind of scary. And Biff, it's like he's a zombie or something. And it's all basically your fault.
So you believe this interview is really more about me than you?
Yes.
You went to all this trouble just to deliver a message to me in person?
C'est ça.
Yes.
A cry for help, as it were.
Yes.
C'est ça.
No, wait.
Mais pas dans le sens
Is your
psychologique.
mother on the sauce again?
On va lui
Not
dire
where
ça.
I come from. When I left here, both my parents were happy and well-adjusted. Okay, they didn't start out that way, but that's where your time machine comes in.
Ah,
Time machine?
Time Machine. Oui.
Doc, listen to me. You don't remember it, but you built a time machine out of a DeLorean.
Why?
Question stupide.
Well, just for the hell of it, I guess. Plus, the steel frame of the DeLorean dispersal, I don't know. It was important for some reason.
C'est ça.
Fascinating.
Il lui a expliqué dans le
Yes, it
premier
is
film.
fascinating. It's amazing. It's incredible. But you don't know it because you've never invented it. You're not the real Doc Brown. You gotta believe me.
And this is because?
Everything got screwed up when I went back in time to 1931.
Sounds like this time machine is a very impractical
C'est pas
and
faux,
dangerous
hein.
invention.
C'est vrai.
No, I mean, yes. What I mean is it's messed up a lot of things, but first, it made a lot of things better. Like my mom and my dad. It was only thanks to your time machine that they ever became successful and happy.
So they're happy.
But they're not, because you summoned me back in time and somehow your timeline got
Compliqué
messed up.
d'expliquer tout ça, hein.
Everybody
Compliqué.
else is along with it.
I see.
En fait, il
No,
devrait
you
regarder
don't.
mes épisodes pour
think
savoir.
back. Don't you remember me? We knew each other when you were 18. I'm Harry Callahan.
Incredible.
Ah.
This case is more serious than I'd imagined. The boy has fabricated
Mais
an
non.
alternate
Enfin,
reality.
oui et non. Oui et non. C'est ça, ce que je
No,
vais dire.
this is the alternate reality. My reality is the real reality.
En fait,
Calm
elles sont
down,
toutes aussi
Martin. I'm
réelles,
not
je
blaming you
pense.
for anything. The failure is ours, not yours. Obviously, there was a drastic flaw in your social
Comment on pourrait lui prouver
You don't understand.
qu'on a
No,
raison?
I don't understand yet, but I want to. I want to get at the root of your problem. Keep talking. Take your time. Look around the room. Perhaps something here will stimulate your
Ah,
memory.
ok. Alors, on va pouvoir regarder un petit peu. Donc, il y a plein de choses intéressantes, je suppose, dans ce bureau. L'horloge. Voyons voir. L'horloge, c'est
About that
important.
clock looks familiar.
Où est-ce que j'ai déjà vu celle-là? Pour le coup, ça, je ne m'en rappelle plus. Ticket de ciné. Ah,
Still
le
got the
fameux...
movie ticket.
Indeed, I do. a memento of my first date with Edna.
Normalement, il aurait dû aller voir
The
Frankenstein.
virtuous husband.
And you never saw Frankenstein. You were supposed to go see Frankenstein that night. It was gonna give you
C'est
the
ça.
inspiration you needed to pull off your big demonstration at the Hill Valley Expo.
Inspired by Frankenstein? How whimsical, not to mention historically inaccurate. My darling wife is all the scientific muse I've ever needed. From my successful
Eh ouais,
demonstration
mais
at
normalement,
the
c'était
31
pas
Expo,
elle.
all the way up to my cutting-edge Citizen Plus program.
Successful. It was supposed to be a failure.
Ok, on va regarder
Okay, take a
Einstein.
look at this picture of Einstein here.
The dog, harboring dangerous animals is a municipal offense.
Yeah, they told me. But you harbored this very same animal once, a long time ago. Remember the test run of your rocket car? Einstein landed on the roof of the courthouse.
I do recall something of the sort, but naturally it couldn't have been the same dog.
Mais
There wasn't
si.
anything natural about it. Einstein's a time traveler too, thanks to your invention.
An impressively detailed illusion. Keep talking.
Ok, alors d'accord. Symbole.
I can't tell if it's a guy celebrating a touchdown or chained up in a gulag. Glass half full, Marty. Half full.
C'est vrai, c'est intéressant. Alors, les moniteurs, c'est intéressant. Ah, l'horloge fenêtre, c'est beau ouais, comme bureau. Et là, ça doit sûrement être son père, je pense, derrière. Hein. Là, c'est le jeune Emmett et son père. On va lui parler de ça.
So that's what Judge Brown looked like. I never actually saw him.
Of course not. He died before you were born. He was my biggest supporter, after my wife, of course.
Ah bon?
That's a switch. Last time I saw your younger self, you and your dad had just had a big falling out over your decision to become an inventor instead of a lawyer. Isn't that right?
Ouais, c'est vrai.
Bizarre fantasy life. Go on. Proceed.
Ok, on va lui parler des moniteurs. Et de l'horloge fenêtre.
It's all the same stuff I saw on my dad's monitors. I think. The whole town is under surveillance.
C'est super intéressant quand
Wow,
même
that
de pouvoir
is
convaincre le
cool.
doc.
The sound, it's kind of lulling. Right, wait, what was I doing?
Alors de l'autre côté, ah il y a un aquarium.
Hey, this is your fish tank.
Yes, that is my fish tank.
It looks much better without all the bacteria.
What? Edna just had it cleaned.
Yeah, but in 1931 it was full of bacteria that we used to make rocket fuel. Remember?
Stop
Il est vieux,
trying
cet
to
aquarium.
confuse me. My
Oh.
whole life has been dedicated to the practical use of technology to shape a more efficient, orderly society. Ask anyone. It's a fact. You can look it up.
But you know better, right? Emmett?
Wrong.
On est en train de lui...
Do you see this picture?
Ah.
I keep it close by me to remind me of the moment when my life's course became clear. August 25th,
Et je suis sur la photo,
1931,
dans le petit
the day
kiosque.
I single-handedly captured Kit Tannen, the scourge of Hill Valley.
Single-handedly?
And not incidentally the day I caught the eye of Edna Strickland, my scientific muse.
Oh là là, il s'est un petit peu arrangé avec
What you
l'histoire.
see there is a young man who understands his destiny.
That's not what I see.
What do you see?
Oh. Alors, qu'est-ce que je vois? Eh ben, regarde sur la photo, Marty et Doc. Arthur McFly, Edna. On va... Il n'y a personne d'autre, hein. J'ai envie de lui parler quand même de tout ça.
Remember him?
Arthur
Avant de lui
McFly,
parler de nous.
your grandfather, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you and I served a subpoena to him back in 31.
Preposterous.
Edna?
Wow, I never noticed this before, but Edna definitely had the hots for you, didn't she?
Hot, yes. Edna was the first member of the fair sex to see something special in me.
She saw something, all right, and she ran with it. Looks to me like a kid who's all psyched about his new invention.
That's where you're wrong. Although my rocket car had accidentally captured Kit Tannen, it was also a widely impractical and dangerous idea that would have triggered unimaginable consequences had I pursued it further. Luckily, Edna came along and channeled my newfound fame into more practical pursuits.
Ouais, d'accord. Kid?
I'm almost sorry we put Kid Tannen away.
We?
Yeah, come on, don't you remember? You disarmed him and I trapped him in the rocket car.
No, that's not how it happened.
Allez, regarde bien.
B? I think it is.
What?
It's me and you, the other you.
Il a des cheveux, c'est ça le problème.
It is me.
Ah,
And you. But how? Harry? It's impossible.
Edna, elle
No,
écoute tout.
it's science.
Je sens qu'on va avoir des
Your
problèmes
science,
avec
Doc.
Edna.
In this other world, the one you say you come from, am I happy there?
Oui.
Very happy. You've got 2 great sons.
Ah,
Sons.
Yes, and a fantastic wife.
une autre femme.
Huh?
Not even remotely. And your invention. Jeez, Doc, you can go anywhere you want to. Anywhere in time. You're the luckiest guy in the universe.
And
Presque.
what about Hill Valley?
Hill Valley. You know it's got problems. A little bit of urban decay
Ouais, c'est
here,
pas parfait,
a little
hein.
bit of crime
Mais
there.
bon.
It's a normal city. People are happy,
C'est vrai.
mostly. And even when they're miserable, they're not miserable like they are in your Hill Valley.
Stop! There are no miserable people in my Hill Valley.
Give me a break. You don't really
My
believe.
citizens lead lives of order and peace. Nobody worries. Nobody complains.
Only because they were afraid to. Jeez, open your eyes, will you? You and Hedna have got them all terrorized.
That's
vrai.
Mrs. Brown to you, Sonny.
Doc,
Kindly address me as Your Honor.
Je crois qu'on l'a fâché.
We worked for over 50 years, my wife and I. Every waking moment devoted to ridding Hill Valley of vice and disorder. And you dare to claim that our citizens are unhappy?
yeah, I do. I've seen it. They're just too afraid to speak up.
Afraid? Afraid of what?
Afraid of the consequences of their actions, Doc. You run this place like it's a
C'est vrai,
police
c'est une
state.
dictature.
I can
Je le dis
prove it.
depuis le début.
All right then, time travel boy. You do that. And until you do, I'm going to treat your wild story as just that. A story told by a madman. And I've determined that the best treatment is simply to let the insanity run its course.
So, is the interview over? Should I leave?
Please do. I'm very busy. I've got a city to run.
Fine, but I'll be back with proof.
Ok, donc il va nous falloir des preuves que la vie ne se passe pas très très bien à Hill Valley. Ok. Donc là on retourne chez nous. On va peut-être voir papa.
Doc wants proof that Hill Valley isn't the perfect place he thinks it is. One smoking gun coming up. Dad!
Oh! Que lui est-il arrivé?
About
Oh,
the
ses
tape,
écrans sont
son,
cassés.
I think it's done rewinding.
Whoa, take it easy. Sit here.
Guess I blacked out for a minute there. Fell out of my chair.
Fell nothing. Somebody whacked you.
Quelqu'un a
Whacked
piqué les
me?
cassettes aussi, hein.
Impossible. We take great pride in the fact that incidences of physical violence in Hill Valley have fallen to virtually
Ouais,
Who
presque
did it?
nul,
Can you
ouais.
tell me?
This can't be happening.
There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere.
Ok, une batte de baseball. Ah, ça c'est signé Biff, ça.
Dad, that's not one of our bats, is it?
Enfin bon, c'est bizarre, il est au...
No. McFlys never use aluminum bats.
C'est
Curious.
bizarre, il est au programme
Oh
de
wait,
Citoyen
don't touch
Plus
it.
quand même.
It's evidence.
Of what? Oh, why would anyone do a thing like that to a nice Sector L citizen like
Mais
me?
parce que tu filmes tout le monde.
What's the last thing you remember?
I was sitting right here, copying another incriminating scene onto my tapes. My tapes! What happened to my tapes?
Stay calm, Dad.
Are they on the floor? Do you see them? They're in a box marked raw footage.
Bon. Cherchons.
WOPR. A Whopper. I wonder what that stands for.
Boîte de cassette.
Here it is. Raw footage.
Thank heavens.
Wait a minute.
You see, I told you were just jumping to conclusions. All these dark suspicions about thieves and attackers when all the time it was just...
Empty.
What?
There's no tapes.
But
Elles
I'm
ont été
sure they were
volées.
in there before.
Before whoever it was whacked you in the head and took him.
Oh my gosh, I've been mugged. Mugged in Hill Valley. They can't get away with it. Oh,
Don't worry, Dad. We'll get to the bottom of this.
who could have done this to me?
Biff.
Who's been making trouble for you since, like, forever? Biff!
Biff. Ever since the Browns took an interest in him back in the 50s, he hasn't caused me a lick of trouble. Besides, thanks to the Citizen Plus program, he's as
Ouais,
gentle as a
mais
kitten
n'empêche
these
qu'il y a
days.
quand même une batte
Oh,
de
it's
baseball en
no
aluminium.
use. The tapes are gone. All I can do is hope against hope they don't surface and land me in trouble.
Come on, Dad. We can't just give up.
Allez,
Let's get out there and start shaking people down. We can make them talk.
And before you know it, the authorities would get involved and we'd both be in trouble. No thanks.
There's gotta be something we could do to get our hands on those tapes.
Well, we can make new ones.
We can?
Sure. It may take a while, but if you're willing to help your old man out, it shouldn't take us more than, say, 6 months.
ah non, c'est pas
6
possible.
months? But I need those tapes now.
You need the tapes.
What I mean is,
Ta 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 ta.
I gotta give it to Citizen Brown. I told him I was gonna furnish him with proof that Hill Valley isn't as happy as he thinks it is when I was in his office, just before I came here.
You had an interview with
Oui,
Citizen
oui.
Brown?
It wasn't easy to get, believe me. I had to break all kinds of rules.
You've been
Ça va pas lui
breaking
plaire.
rules?
Harboring stray dogs, kissing girls in public, getting caught with mom's flask.
That is the most far-fetched story I've ever heard.
Je sais pas
It's
si c'est la
true.
meilleure chose à lui dire,
You
mais bon.
forget I'm your father. I know your history.
Yeah, well, history's changed.
Prove it.
Faut que je prouve que l'histoire a changé. Qu'est-ce que j'ai dans mon inventaire? Je peux lui montrer des
Read him and weep.
Demerits, but
It was the only way.
I don't understand.
Dad, listen to me. I mean, really listen. You and I both know that things aren't right here. Citizen Brown might have started with good intentions, but his Hill Valley's just made everybody
L'enfer est pavé
miserable.
de bonnes intentions.
You said that to him?
Basically,
Eh oui.
yeah.
Il a pas aimé.
Oh, there go our privileges.
No, wait. I got him to listen, Dad, and he's gonna make things right for you and Mom and all of us. I can't explain
Je
how.
crois qu'il est
You're
vraiment
just gonna have
convaincu
to
lui,
trust me on this.
que c'est le. que c'est bien.
Okay.
But first, I have to show him your tapes to prove my point.
Oh no. No.
Dad.
This scheme of yours. Maybe you know what you're doing, I can't say. But leave me out of
Dad.
it. I don't like trouble. I can't handle it. It's not in my genes.
But
Ta 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 ta. Allez, fais-le pour ta
think of your
famille.
family.
I am.
Hmm.
And I don't want to see my family relocated to Sector X with all
Oula.
the other hopeless cases.
C'est quoi ce secteur? Bon, bah, on va le faire pour lui
Do it
alors.
for your father.
My father?
Yeah, Arthur McFly.
I know his name.
Didn't he have something to do with putting away Kid Tannen, you know, way back when?
Yes. Yes, he did. Where'd you hear about that? It was way back before Citizen Brown cleaned up the town, before I was even born.
Eh oui.
Everyone lived in terror of Kid Tannen and his goons. But Dad stood up to him. He had evidence of Kid's guilt, see, and he risked his life to deliver it to the authorities. Never be afraid to do the right thing. That's what he always used to tell me.
And what are you doing?
Trying to remember which is the right feed.
Feed to what?
To the surveillance camera, the one in the yard.
Wait a minute. You have a surveillance camera trained on yourself?
Of course, gotta cover all bases. Now help me
Il
figure
se
out which
surveille
monitor
lui-même.
I'm on.
C'est logique. Donc, est-ce qu'on peut aller réparer ça? Moniteur.
That doesn't look right.
Ok, ça c'est quoi?
That it?
You're looking for the one that's trained on us.
Eh ben celle-là alors.
It's not working.
Ok, magnétoscope. J'ai pas tout à fait compris. Est-ce qu'on peut aller voir la caméra qui nous filme? Lampe anti-moustique, c'est quoi ça?
Effective against moths, mosquitoes, and tannins.
C'est vrai. Ah, elle est là.
What's the problem, citizen?
Yeah, I'll have a double animal style, fries, and a diet.
That's it. It's
Blah,
called
blah,
an
blah.
emergency intercom for a reason. I'm wrapping you for an SCR 300.
Oui,
Take your
oui.
demerit printout before you go.
J'ai un nouvel avertissement. La caméra, elle doit être là, non? Bon, il doit y avoir autre chose à faire. Voiture électrique. Je vais rester là, j'ai peut-être pas bien regardé tout ce qu'il y avait à faire. Donc là, il y a la lampe anti-moustique. La porte d'entrée, on peut toujours pas rentrer puisqu'on est sous quarantaine à cause des mythes. Et là, on a vu la caméra.
Martin, I can't work with all that ruckus.
Alors, est-ce qu'on voit sur la caméra quelque chose qui a changé? Non? Ok, la batte de baseball.
I should take this and serve a little payback. On second thought, cool your jets, Marty.
Ok, qu'est-ce qu'on a dans notre inventaire? On n'a pas grand-chose. Hein. On n'a pas grand-chose, de nouveau en tout cas.
Let me get this straight. You captured this whole attack on tape?
Of course! Surveillance is what I do!
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Come on, son, stop dawdling and help me track down that feed. Try flipping the switches.
Ok, les interrupteurs. Alors, ils sont où les interrupteurs? J'ai pas vu où ils étaient les interrupteurs. Sur les moniteurs? Ah, voilà, interrupteur. Non, c'est pas ça. C'est pas ça non plus. Est-ce que c'est ça? Ça, c'est le jardin. Ok, et celui-là. Ah. Voilà, c'est celui-là.
Hello?
There, that
Ah,
looks
c'est
like
ça.
us.
Eh
So
ben,
the
c'était pas
surveillance
très
tape must
clair.
be
Hein. Je sais pas sur
on
quoi j'appuyais,
this
mais...
VCR. This must be before the attack. Let's see. I remember cleaning the playback heads at 5:30. The attack couldn't have been very long after.
Eh ben voilà,
It's
c'est
Biff.
diff. J'avais
But it
raison.
can't be him. The Citizens Plus program has rendered him as gentle as a...
Huh?
Comment il se fait avoir comme un bleu?
I can't
Yeah.
understand it. That's not the way he's supposed to behave. Why, even the old Biff would
Hey,
never...
wait, what's that weird flashing on his wrist?
Let's find out. I knew this zoom and enhance feature would come in handy someday. Cost me a bundle at the hobby shop.
It's
C'est
his
quoi,
digital
ça?
watch. I wonder why it's doing that. Hey, wait, stop the picture. Can you zoom in anymore?
X11.
X11?
You know what that means?
Not yet.
Lorraine!
Don't lay into me, George. I've got something very important to say, and then I'm going to be leaving again.
I've got something important to say, too. I was attacked
It's
and
always
robbed.
about you, isn't it? You can't just wait and listen to my news.
Encore
Oh
une
no,
dispute.
you have to go and beat me to the punch.
Pull yourself together.
That's right.
Did
You
know
two
what I
sort
just said?
things out. I've got some business to attend to.
I'm more together than I've been in months, George. For your information, I haven't had a drink all day.
Alors, il faut qu'on aille lui parler, là. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce programme X11?
Biff!
Whoa, settle down there, fella.
You beat up my dad.
Do we have a problem here, citizens?
No, no, officer. Just a little misunderstanding. I'm sure we can work it out. Right, Martin?
Sure.
Okay. Let me know if you need any help, Mr. Tannen.
C'est le monde à
Let's see
l'envers.
if we can get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, let's.
Ok. Alors, pourquoi tu
Why'd
t'en
you
es
hurt my
pris à
dad,
mon
Biff?
papa?
He never did anything to you in this timeline.
Timeline? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. I saw you on camera.
I can't hurt anybody. Thanks to Citizen Plus, I blow chunks whenever I even think about doing bad stuff.
Ugh. Berk.
See?
Qu'est-ce que... Alors, ouais, on va continuer
If
là-dessus.
you didn't beat up my dad, then where have you been for the last couple of hours?
Well, I was...
What?
That's strange. I don't remember.
Quelle est la dernière chose? dont tu
What's
te
the
souviens.
last thing you remember before your memory loss?
Well, I was handing out flyers for the Citizen Plus program, just like I'd been doing all day. I just finished giving some leftover bologna to a cute little squirrel when Miss Edna came
Je
by.
suis sûr que c'est elle qui
Edna?
tire les ficelles.
Yeah, she wanted to run a diagnostic on
C'est
my
ça.
Citizen Plus watch.
Je
I
pense
must
qu'il y a
have
vraiment
fallen
un
asleep
loup
or
dans ce
something, 'cause when she
programme
was done, it
Citoyen
was an hour
Plus.
later, and then your mom came by.
C'est vraiment un lavage de cerveau et à mon avis elle s'en sert pour autre chose, Edna.
So the last thing you remember before my dad got beat up is Edna fiddling with your watch?
Yeah, that does sound pretty bad, doesn't it?
C'est clair.
Biff, your watch. Does X11 mean anything to you?
X11? Is that a new band or something? I don't go in for that new hippity-hoppity stuff.
It's not a band, Biff. It's a mode on your Citizen Plus watch.
Weird. I've never seen it look like that. Heck, I can barely get this thing to stop blinking. See? Cool.
Voilà, on va mettre X. 11. Vous en pensez quoi? Je pense que c'est une bonne idée. Objectif, inventaire, nanana.
I've got a few more questions, Biff.
All right, Martin.
J'ai pas compris.
Your watch.
Alors, j'ai cliqué sur autre chose. Mode, heure moins, heure plus, minute plus.
Biff?
Ah, voilà, fallait cliquer sur mode.
Okay, that's weird. What's wrong with you?
Oula, il est tout bizarre.
Could you, touch your toes?
Ouais, il y arrive. Il agit comme un zombie en fait.
Do the chicken dance. Yeah, he's hypnotized, all right. Hang tight, Biff.
On dirait presque Chewbacca.
Listen up, Biff. Where's my dad's tape? The decycling bin?
Ok.
Could you do me a favor and go get my dad's tape?
Il y va. Il est vraiment sous hypnose en fait. Donc c'est quelqu'un
Hey,
qui
Mr.
lui a
Tan.
ordonné.
What's up?
Uh,
Is that McFly kid bothering you? Hey, you can't go in there. Hey!
Oh là. Allez. Chut. Il va tomber dedans cet imbécile.
Whoa!
La cassette.
Holy smokes! What happened to him?
I don't know. No one's ever jumped into the decycling bin before.
Well, where does it go?
That information is above my pay grade.
Ah.
Oh, jeez. I'm in a lot of
Je
trouble
sens qu'on va y
now.
aller.
Don't move a muscle, McFly. I gotta go tell Citizen Brown about this.
Eh bien, allons-y.
I've got a really bad feeling about this. Well, here goes nothing.
C'est parti!
Gosh, ma'am, did I do something wrong?
Did I do something?
Eh ouais, c'est
Mr.
elle
Tannen,
qui gère
I
tout
put a lot of
derrière,
work
c'est
into
ça.
honing you as the first Citizen Plus. What on earth
Ah.
possessed you to assault a police officer and dive head first into the decycling bin?
Did I do all that?
Il se rappelle de rien.
I thought your father was dim.
No, really. I don't remember doing anything like that. The last thing I remember, I was showing that nice McFly kid my watch. Then
Et
blam,
voilà.
I'm down
Et
here
elle va
and you're
faire le
yelling
lien.
at me.
Et elle va nous poser des problèmes.
Fly?
Et me voilà.
McFly.
C'est moi.
Strickland!
Oh, hi, Martin.
Hi, Biff.
Give me the tapes, Edna.
Mr. Tannen, please restrain our guest.
Biff, stop! Stop! Oh no.
Ok, eh bien c'est dans cette situation très compliquée qu'on va se laisser. Je suis sûr qu'on est très proche de connaître la vérité et peut-être même de rétablir la ligne du temps. Allez, on se retrouve dans le prochain épisode. Merci de m'avoir suivi. Salut, salut!